Hi everybody, it's Maha Al Musa here, and today is day 7 of my Facebook Live series, Why Belly Dance Birth. And don't forget, I'm having my birthday flash sale. We've been having a Facebook Live now for 7 days, and tomorrow is the last day, which is my 56th birthday. So if you've been thinking about purchasing my beautiful Dance of the Womb video, whether you're pregnant or a birth professional and want to know more about the beauty of belly dance birth, now's the time while we're having it as a special price of US $40. So I'll put the link in this video. And also, if you have any questions or comments, I always love to hear from you, and I can answer any questions that you have. And my video has got all of the 6 belly dance birth dance chapters on there, and a beautiful warm-up, as well as my home birth film at 46. So today's topic is about how can a belly dance birth help you to ease that fear of birth, and also that dread of that pain of labor. So these are 2 very important topics, because often they are, when we talk to pregnant women or women about to give birth, the 2 things that come up the most for women is fear and pain. So I want you to understand something. Fear in itself inherently is not a bad thing. Fear leads us deeper into ourselves to self-inquire. It helps us in our personal development and transformation on this journey of life, whether we're pregnant or not, actually. But in pregnancy and during the birth process, we get an opportunity to really excavate deeply into who we are, to self-inquire, to grow, to transform through the process of birth. So in my Embody Birth Belly Dance Birth program, we actually have a saying where we say, don't birth in fear, birth through your fear. See, what does fear reveal to me? What is it that I'm actually fearful about? So when you work with me in my consultations and this idea of fear comes up, what we do is we look at 2 kinds of fears, and this is very, very, very important to understand. We have fears that are innate fears. They are our inner fears, things that are universal to all pregnant women. And then we have fears that are imposed upon us. They are fears that come from the outside to encroach in our psyche, in our body. And it's these 2 kinds of fears that we need to separate and really look at, what is my fear and what is a fear that's been projected upon me, that I've internalized, that culture has given to me. So it's really a very important exercise to be able to genuinely and authentically, in our vulnerability, go deeper down into those fears. So some of those fears are normal and some of those fears have been imposed. So that's the first thing. And once you can distinguish that, you can actually gain greater clarity, and that is where you can use birth as a transformation into clearing those pathways within yourself around anxiety, tension, and fear. Okay, so what is mine and what is that comes from the outside in relation to fears? So the second thing I want to talk to you about today is pain in labor. Now, I do use the word pain. I don't hesitate from using that word, but I also speak about the pain of labor as a life-giving pain, as an affirming pain, as a positive pain. Or sometimes we call it the rhythmic sensations of birth, those feelings of birth that rise up in my body as my body is opening to reveal itself to the world, to reveal who I am to the world through the birthing process. So pain is a life-giving pain. It has a purpose. It is a painful sensations, the rhythms of birth that will also need to be worked with, not resisted. So what we have to understand is that when we are feeling fearful, when our body is feeling restricted and constricted and constrained and uptight, And then what happens is we go into resistance. We don't want to go there. And that is what is so beautiful about belly dance birth movements, especially if you've practiced them during pregnancy. You are familiar with the movements. So when you come to give birth and those sensations rise through the body, which is really the muscles and the uterus contracting and the baby finding its position within the pelvis and the ligaments and the joints opening, the mind, the body, the soul, the spirit of the mother needs to open and work into and move with those sensations. And so, as you've seen in other videos, when we can, during the contractions, which I call expansions, move into those sensations, move into that pain, if that's what you like to call it, move into the feeling that the body is speaking to us. So instead of being in resistance, being closed and constricted, we use the gentle dancer movement, we use sound, we use our breath, and we bring ourselves deeper and closer to those sensations as they reveal themselves to us. Your body is speaking to you with your baby. So when we can reframe the language of birth and start to speak through the poetism that is the language of the feminine for birth, the wisdom of the womb for birth, the living book is within, then we start to change the way upon which we look at the birthing process. So we move through fear, we move through the painful sensations, we come into a place of letting go, surrendering, and relaxing, meeting those contractions, those expansions, those rhythmic sensations of birth. They are like wave-like sensations. We have in the belly dance birth movements, we have that movement of the wave-like movements, part of connection to Mother Earth. Okay, she resides within us. We are nature. We are connected to nature. And belly dance birth brings us into accessing and activating our natural self for birthing. Okay, also really important, what is the environment like around you? Who are the people around you? Where are you giving birth? Is that creating tension and constriction in your body, therefore resistance? Okay, so there are things to think about as well, and to set up that birthing space to make you feel more relaxed. And do you know what? Even whilst you're giving birth, if there is someone or something in that room or near you that you are feeling that the energy of them is making you feel that constriction, you have a voice. We spoke about that yesterday. We can open our throat, we can open and relax our jaw, our mouth, our lips, and we can speak our truth. What is it that you need? Tell that person, please, can you go? Ask for what you need, okay? We mustn't be afraid. And the movements of the dance, as we use those somatic processes, we come down through the layers of the body to meet ourselves, to meet our baby, to feel the sensations, okay? So I want you to really, really understand that everything is within you as women when we give birth, okay? That living book is within. And when we can access her and we can meet her and connect to her, then we can release those fears and move through our fear, move through the pain. Okay? So that's what I wanted to talk to you and share with today, about how you can release fear and move through the pain of birth, or the sensations or the rhythmic motions of birth using belly dance birth. So don't forget that my video series, Dance of the Womb, it is an award-winning video as well. It won the 2013 About.com Best Pregnancy Fitness Video for 2013. And that was a wonderful gift to receive. It's been endorsed by the National Association of Childbirth Educators in Australia, the Australian Doula College, and it's sold all over the world to bring women into a sense of ease within their bodies for birthing. So I'd love it if you're interested in purchasing, whether you're pregnant or birth professional, US $40 until tomorrow, when I will be turning 56 years of age. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them. I'm very happy to answer them. If you need to message me, please do, or email me, or have a look at my website, mahaalmusa.com. I'm always very, very open and happy to communicate and connect. So sending lots of love to everybody. Have a beautiful day, and namaste. Lots of love. Bye.